Everybody, thanks for watching and welcome to part 2 of my 9mm versus 40 video. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to demonstrate a simple test that I like to do to see if I'm qualified under most civilian shooting situations to carry a certain round. And it's a baseline. Again, this isn't the be-all end-all. If you run this test and it goes really well, it doesn't mean necessarily that you should carry that caliber. You should do more testing on it and feel and find out how well you shoot it from various ranges. But I like to do this because my carry guns are mostly going to be employed, as we talked about in part 1, 9 feet, so 3 yards. What I'm going to do is start out with my shield from appendix. I'm going to set a par time for 3 seconds. I'm going to pull the gun from appendix. I'm going to press out and I'm going to fire 3 rounds in 3 seconds from 3 yards. That's the goal. And what I want to do is I want to run that 5 times for a total of 15 rounds. I'm going to do the same thing with my M&P 40, and I'm going to go up and do the same thing with my Para Black Ops 1911. We're going to see how we do. I'm going to move in different ways. I'm going to stay stationary for some. I'm going to move laterally. I'm going to move backward on others. So I want to mix it up into real scenarios that we might face as concealed carriers. All right, guys, same thing with the M&P 40. All right, guys, last test coming up is going to be with the Para 1911 Black Ops. If you haven't watched part 1, go back and check it out. I am going to go ahead and do a 3 because I want to put all 3 of these targets down. I want to take measurements and I want to make sure you guys know the group sizes, you know, for what I came up with here and what I ended up doing. Now, what I would suggest also, if you wanted to expand this test, start where most gunfights are going to take place for a civilian. Start at 3 yards. If you want to start moving back a yard or 2, so go back to 4 yards or 5 yards and test your limits. I really strongly suggest that. I will tell you, I haven't done it on camera, but I can do the same drill back to 7 yards and keep everything within a 6-inch group with all 3 of these guns. No problem whatsoever. So definitely 7 yards is going to cover most civilian gunfights. If you can do it from 7, you're going to be good from there on in too. So my breaking point is going to start failing when I get out to about 10 yards. Things are going to be a little erratic as far as rapid fire in 3 seconds is what I'm referring to. So again, I don't plan on being in a gunfight at 30 yards across the parking lot as a law enforcement officer or FBI might be, you know, or military. Obviously personnel might have to stretch it out to 50, 60 yards. So I'm going to train this type of training. When I'm talking about from concealment from the holster, my training generally is going to be geared toward what I probably most likely will face in my civilian life. So guys, I hope you enjoyed part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, again, go check it out. Part 3 is coming up. We're going to talk about the group sizes and we'll close there. So